Hey, what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here, and today I'm going to be talking about Shovel Knight for the Wii U. This game was released on June 26th of this year and developed by Yacht Club Games. I had heard a lot about this game when it was first released, as it was always popping up on my Miiverse when I saw people talking about it. So I decided to purchase this game, and to be quite honest, I am so happy that I did. This is one of the best games I've played in years, let alone one of the best indie games I've ever played. This is a solid platformer that has left me playing it again and again, as this game has much to offer. First off, you can tell you're in for a blast from the past when you see the game's opening cutscene. It is a simple one, very much like you would see in late NES games. No animation and a lukewarm plot at best. I quite enjoy this because when I first saw this, I could think back to when I was younger and playing a new NES game. You play as Shovel Knight, who is trying to stop an evil enchantress from taking over the world along with her army of knights, collectively known as the Order of No Quarter, as well as avenging the loss of his dearest love, Shield Knight. The graphics in this game capture the old-fashioned style of the game exceptionally well, too. You can tell it's 8-bit, but at the same time it feels modern in a unique way. Shovel Knight's character model is very well done, and the enemies look great as well. Even the settings you find yourself in are beautiful. Whether you're traveling through the plains, marching through a castle, spelunking through a cave, or riding on a flying airship. Speaking of looking at the game, you can view the game either on your TV or through the gamepad itself. I like this option because it lets you play the game as it was a handheld, without the reliance of a TV to play it. Regardless of how you view it, you can control the game with the gamepad. The controls are very well polished in this game, so much that I wish the controls were this good on most of the NES games that I've played. You can even get to customize the controls if you wish from the options menu on the title screen if you desire. Yacht Club Games drew inspiration from several classic games, such as Mega Man, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Castlevania 3 in creating this game, and one can definitely tell just when playing it. Shovel Knight must complete each level and defeat a knight from the Order of No Quarter to unlock a relic he can use later on in the game, much like you would acquire a weapon from defeating a robot master in the Mega Man games. The cool thing is you can get the level's relic even before fighting the boss by discovering it in a well-hidden area. Some of the enemies here can provide a challenge for Shovel Knight as well as the layout of the level itself, much like Castlevania 3. You can even access the levels or replay previously beaten levels via a world map very similar to the one you see on Super Mario Bros. 3. Besides this, there are many boss battles that pop up on a map in a similar fashion to what the Hammer Brothers did in Mario 3. It even pays homage to DuckTales by allowing Shovel Knight to bounce upon his shovel, known better as the Shovel Drop. Besides gaining more relics to give you attacking options, you can also upgrade your health, magic, armor, and even your shovel. You do this by either going to the village or the armor outpost on the map screen. You can buy upgrades and relics in the village by collecting treasure throughout the game's levels. Health and magic upgrades can be received at the village from the Gastronomer and Magicist respectively, whereas shovel and armor upgrades are received at the armor outpost. Health upgrades require a meal ticket which can be purchased from the Gotician in the village or by completing certain levels. You have a maximum of 10 hit points and 100 magic points. Unless you're wearing purple armor, then you can have 150 magic points. Besides collecting treasure in order to buy things, you also get to collect music sheets where each one you collect throughout a level can be taken to the bard at the village for 500 gold each. There are a total of 46 in the whole game, and not only do you collect gold from each sheet, but it allows the bard to play whatever track the music sheet has on it. So you can listen to a specific song at the village whenever you want. Isn't that awesome? The game also contains a list of achievements, where if you perform certain tasks throughout a level or throughout the game, you earn one, such as collecting every music sheet in the game. This adds a whole new level to the gameplay that already exists. This is a great way to challenge yourself even further when the game does. Speaking of which, this game can be difficult, but the cool thing is it is only difficult as the player makes it. What I mean is, one can make things easy on themselves by purchasing relics and upgrades as they play, but they can choose to forego them and go through each level with only what they already have. What I love most about this game, alongside the variety in its gameplay and its smooth controls, among other things, is its music. The music was composed by Jay Kaufman and Manami Matsume. The latter did music for Mega Man games. And I must say that they did a near-perfect job on the soundtrack, as each stage's theme fits it brilliantly with its setting and mood. As much attention as this game is getting, it still isn't quite enough compared to most mainstream games. Whereas most current games rely on first-person shooter survival horror aspect, this game gives one a break from that and allows them to travel back to the past and bask in the glory of how good 8-bit video games can really be, even if it was only made a few months ago. To say that this is a success for Yacht Club Games would be a serious understatement. This game pays tribute to classic NES games in such a way that it appeals to all gamers, young and old. If any of Yacht Club Games' future projects are as polished as this one, they are in for a really bright future. To be honest, this wasn't a review I had in mind to do next, but how can I not talk about this game? I think this game is a masterpiece, and I don't use that term loosely. It takes everything anyone likes about classic 8-bit games and somehow meshes all of them into one game and adding so much more to it. If you're a fan of classic video games, show a little interest in older style games, or even if you want something new to experience, I highly suggest playing this game. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. This is Tedrick85 speaking. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.